Okay. So for Selenium, I don't have any material to give you guys, but what I'm going to do is I have nice site. That's what we're gonna use for Selenium side of things, because it's very straightforward. It's a little bit simpler than you including water as well. Syntax wise, it's a little bit easier. So let me put that site on the chat window for the folks here.
Selenium dot what is this? You can open the website.
Yeah, selenium.dev documentation. I'll send you in the email. Okay, I mean, so don't worry about it. But this is the site. I have it, and I'll put it in the chat window for these guys to take a look at it. They want to just take a look at it. Okay, so getting started. Again, there is no difference, right? It's a WebDriver. We already installed Selenium. And you guys understand the basic concept, right? But this is how we install. Gem install Selenium WebDriver, or just do simply Selenium. Okay, so Gem install Selenium and it will install it on your machine. That's what we actually did on your machine. So that's the installation part. Now the scripting part, right? So once you have Selenium and drivers installed, so the difference, I'm going to highlight the differences, what we do differently. So instead of the water, we have Selenium, and they have WebDriver.for. So in the Ruby, in the water, we were saying what? So let me flip to here. This is the syntax for water, right? If I have to do Selenium, I can say Selenium WebDriver dot for what browser? That's Chrome. So this is the syntax for Selenium. Okay. So now I'm flipped to the Selenium. My object remains same. Okay. Now, how do I go to the site? This is the syntax for water. If I have to do, I have to use this dot gets. Okay. So my method will change to dot gets here, and that URL is URL. Okay. So instead of go to, I am showing get.
Why Selenium and water both are different?
Because they are different libraries. So Selenium came out originally, and water is built on top of Selenium. So underneath, water driver uses the Selenium libraries. But they have already added their own methods on top of the Selenium. So Selenium, so that's the reason. So you're gonna see a little bit different syntax for water because it's a different driver, right? So instead of go to, they are saying get. This is how you can go to the site.
Oh.
Okay, it's very straightforward, not much complex syntax. This is the way you can initiate the browser. If it's Firefox, you say Firefox, same thing remains, but this is the syntax you need to follow. Now here, get URL, right? Now how this would change. So let's see how this will change, right? Is everybody clear on the first two lines that I said here?
I understand this. That is a syntax. Selenium.
This is for initializing the browser, then going to the site.
Huh?
Instead of go to, get. Okay. Now, how do we interact with the elements? So in the water, I'm going to highlight the difference. Water, we have text field, we have link. So every element you have corresponding object in the water. Now, and then you have set method and those things for setting the values and so forth, right? So let me see, let me tell you how this will change.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to copy here and I'm going to comment out these guys, because now we have a Selenium WebDriver, so I can't use this command anymore. So let's see here. So here you have different syntax, but it's a lot simpler. There is only one command you can use. So instead of the individual text field and everything, you just say find element.
Only one.
One or anything. So if you want to also use link, just say find element. Okay. This part remains same. ID equals that. Okay. ID part will remain same. Okay. And then for setting the values, you say instead of set, you will say send keys. Okay. So instead of set, say send keys. Lowercase everything. And then you supply the value. Okay, so I'm just going to copy paste here. Okay, same thing. I'm going to apply here. I'm just highlighting the differences, okay? So that way you guys can see side by side.
Yes.
How the things are changing. So no text field, individual objects, find elements, and here I'm just going to say dealer. Your programming logic doesn't change.
Only
Okay.
the syntax.
Only the syntax. Okay, so this is a click. Again, I'm going to say find element. I'm going to copy. And I'm going to change. And I'm going to put it find element. Dot click. Okay. So this is so it will find this button and then click on it. Again, coming back here, right?
The
So-
click will be same.
Yeah, click will be same.
Okay, so find element. Click.
Yep, see, button has a click. It will be saying link has a click. It doesn't change.
Then the verification. part.
Yeah, then the verification again, this one will be,
Find element. So wherever is the link, we have to do find element.
yep. And see what method, see if they have visible method or not. This is a different one, right? So let me steal it from, I have it. There's a little bit different syntax here. Yeah, I think visible should work as well. So let's see, we will see. Let's see where you go. How about we comment out this particular line and let's see, we'll put that in. Okay, so now I'm going to run it. Right, this is my login class, so I have login, so I'm going to run my login.feature. Not this one. Okay, I'm running this guy. See if it runs without any problem. You shouldn't see any difference in the browser behavior.
Only change will be there in the class file.
Yeah, only
Yes.
change will be in the class part.
Only class.
How you are interacting with the browser, that's the only part changes. Everything else remains same. Right, so while it's running it and doing all those things. Did I run the log one? Probably. Okay, so this time it passed because I have a right file. Let me just make sure it ran the right thing. Yep, login. So it comes
This
here.
went to the first it went to admin, then dealer.
Login.new. Hang on, this one ran the actual different one. But let me flip it here. Login class. and take a look at it, right? Because this class might not be used, so I need to change that. I changed the wrong class, but I'll update it quickly. Okay. But again, syntax wise, let's just take a look at it, right? This is what it is. How do you get to the URL? How do you use the elements? Find it, basically, send keys instead of send, and the click doesn't change. Okay, so that's the only change that you have for the Selenium side. And putting it together, so they have one example for the script here. So they are calling driver, we are calling @b because it's a class instance. So this is just a variable, right? So this is what they have. Then you have get. Then you have text box is equal find elements, blah, 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 whatever. You have find button. Again, you can write it this way, dot send keys, or they are getting in a variable here. And then they are saying send keys. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You can just say send keys right after that or click right after that. And then they are basically finding the message and retrieving the message. And here they are using different verification step. Here they are using different libraries. I think they are using spec helper library. So they are using different verification here. We are using built-in fail unless type of thing, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's the only difference for the Selenium. You can see it here for the interacting with the web elements. You can find more things. Okay, so click send keys applies to the fields. Any editable clear, it clears the values. Remember, the clear method was available for the text and any data entry in the water, right? But here you don't have different elements. You can just apply clear. It will clear the values of the elements.
And what you are using for the text field?
Same thing, find element.
Find element.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything is find underscore element.
And link also same?
Yeah, link is again
Everything?
find elements. Yeah.
Oh,
Only thing you are supplying is ID.
oh, okay.
Yeah, everything is find elements in the Selenium.
Okay.
Now it's a good thing and bad thing, right?
You will not understand whether it's the text.
Tax bill or something like that. That's yeah. I like water better because it's a more control,
Specifically the
gives you,
things
plus
better.
you can read it and understand what it is and so forth. Here, everything is
Because of
Same.
everything is
Yep,
same, that's why. Find elements or whatever.
Yep. now same tags that you can search by name, you can search by all those things are still available. Essentially, water is using our Selenium library. So whatever is available in Selenium for finding, it's available in the water in the same way.
Because the water is using the Selenium. right?
Yep. Underneath, it's a Selenium library. So now I think Gitali, you were asking for Java, right? Again, you can same samples. Yeah, you can you look it here, but again, it's a different syntax. Okay, so I mean, how to pick up the Java programming to see how do you write the code. Again, logic wise, it's the same, but just written in Java. Same thing in the C#. It's again essentially same thing, but it's programming wise, syntax wise, it's a little bit different.
Okay, we can
Okay.
look here, right then.
Yeah, you can look here. But as I said, you need to pick up the Java programming first before you actually write any code.
Okay.
All right, any question on this one? So what I like you guys to do is, couple of things you can do is, you can use the feature, same feature file, the login one. What you can do is create a new feature file called login selenium.feature. Okay, login selenium.feature. If you don't want to change the water code, that's what I'm saying. Saying new feature file, login selenium.feature. Okay, and then use the scenario and feature just for practicing, right? Because you don't want to touch the existing one. And this is a scenario I'm going to give you. Okay, so now this particular scenario, you can convert to the Selenium, right using the Selenium. So this one is
So instance one will do at home.
which,
Yeah.
which one?
Oh, sorry, inheritance one.
It's up to you. If you want to do Selenium one at home, you can do it, or complete the inheritance ones here. I think we still have like an hour and a half, right? So, but Selenium, I think I showed you, right? So you can follow the video and practice it basically same way, converting that, right? It's a little bit simpler. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So you can work through the complete what you have here. So Selenium we can review on Thursday.
So Selenium, we just have to require Selenium and do the stuff like that.
That's all. That's all. So here, that's what I showed here, right?
And here, how to arrange the files over here? We have to do extra one?
No, that's
Just change it over there.
you can change it, or that's the reason I said here.
Mhm.
Just create maybe another login scenario
Mhm.
called login selenium.feature.
Oh, okay.
Create a new file and create a new step definition file and create a new class file called login selenium class, whatever different name, right? And you can build end to end using Selenium. Just in case, I mean, if you want to leave the water one in as well, so that you can see the difference in the future.
No, it's better to separate it. So that-
Yeah, better separate it. I think
so
so
that
that,
we know the
Yep, yep.
difference.
so let me go ahead and quickly, I'm going to create it here so that you have it in the recording, but you guys can work through whatever you have, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and create a new step definition. Login Selenium. Okay. So I'm going to wipe out. This one,
Yeah, I forgot.
what is it? How to create a feature file? All right, now you have to start over.
I need to sit down and start.
Again, now you have to think for some time.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's now loaded with everything.
feature files, step definition, class files, modules, hook, environment RV. Good thing there are only 6 types,
26.
only 6.
26. Okay.
No, this will be okay.
Yeah, I'm recording it. So, but you guys can continue. Let me just work through it.
Sit down nicely and. And now I can do it. We can follow this.
Oh, I have a different. Should be log in.
Now, let's see.
Okay, what did I name it?
What is the admin scenario, right? Login admin scenario, right?
Our login is here. Okay. visit, login, oh, only 3 methods, okay. I don't have to do anything here. There is no visible method, okay. Display is equal to
So visible will be displayed then?
yeah, so Selenium it is displayed. So let's see. I think sure there is some element available.
I think it's working, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So visible, it is displayed on the Selenium side. Again, even I don't remember everything, so you sometimes Google it and figure out what's in the libraries.
My main concept needs to be clear.
Yes, that's the important part, because verifications part, right? I mean, these things. Anyway, so let's see here. All right, so let's see what you guys are working through. So you guys gonna finish up the login one, right? Okay, let's keep working through. You are working on Susri. Okay, so you're gonna start something now with the login. I think work through that particular piece, okay? Because that's the important part. I don't want you to forget when you go home.
Which one?
The login,
The inheritance?
yeah,
one?
inheritance one.
Hmm.
Yeah, this part, okay? Because this is important. I mean, if you create a dealer search, use the same thing, same method. Create a new dealer search class. Create a new dealer search class, inherit from the login, and then build the method specific to the search.
There are so many that I forgot. Where to start?
Okay.
Don't worry, you can do it. We need some time. You can do it.
Yep, that's right. So, but Daisy, you have it, this part working? Or you are still working on this one, right? Okay, so let's see what the errors are, because if you don't do it, then I can't really help you, right? What's wrong with the code if you are having trouble or got stuck? How about the Geeti?
Okay, let me find out
I'm
what-
planning to do the Selenium one, I'm doing that.
You are doing Selenium one?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it's up to you which one you want to work through, but I think this is the important part. So I would say Selenium one is very straightforward.
So then we'll
Okay.
do it.
Okay. Okay, then I'll continue this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't have loan calculator created, right? So I would say create the loan calculator here. This particular, automate this, use the login class,
Okay.
inherit the login, right? Because you are building from scratch, loan calculator.
We cannot do in the login one that login one,
The login one is a base class, so it will become your base class.
The parent.
base class. Yeah.
It will become a parent class, so you need to now create a child class. Yeah.
Yeah.
So use this feature for inheritance.
Okay.
In this one, I have uploaded a video as well. I think in the last class, there is a 30 minutes type of thing. If you
Yeah,
want to follow
yes.
through, using that's okay.
Base class. Okay. And after this, what we are doing, sir?
It's mainly exercises. Now there is no much new things today. I think it's
No more
overloaded.
new.